In 2003, I was sentenced to 144 years in prison. Somebody asked me what's the craziest thing I've seen while I was on the inside. And I've made a few posts, and I'm sure I'll make a few posts more. But today what's on my mind is the simple fact that more often than not, I would see fathers housed in the same cells as their sons. This was a common and reoccurring thing that I would see on multiple institutions and on a lower level, but still simply a place of deep impact, yet still, you would see cousins locked up in the same cells. But I remember one father being housed in the pod with two of his sons, and in the cell with him was one of his sons, but the older son was an additional individual in the pod with them, and they actually began to beef because the father was not there in the older son's life the way that he was in the younger son's. And then they're inside of a prison. Think about this for a second, where they're having real family issues, true generational trauma, where he's housed inside of a prison. All of them have long prison sentences, not knowing if another generation will come, because I'm not sure if the younger, his sons had kids or not. But just think about that. And this happens more than you know. If you're in the streets, think about your kids, honestly. If you're out there and you playing into any stereotypes, anything that's going to lead you to prison or a grave, and you're not really concerned about you, think about your kids, man. I'm getting ready to be a father for the first time at 42. I'm not out there in the streets in any way, shape, or form, because when I got sentenced to 144 years and I did 16 years, 11 months because I couldn't get home before then, it was the massive wake-up call that I needed. And I'm not going back. And I hope, man, that everybody just starts to hate prison and hates the grave so much that they don't go that direction, man. And again, if not for you, do it for your son, man, because I'm turning up in the right way for my son because I want him to stay free. Peace.